Hello students, how are you? All of you are fine in this COVID period and all of you are preparing for your board examination. Okay, yeah, I know well. Okay, and you are very curious when your examination will be. Okay. So in this session, I'm going to discuss last topic of chapter life processes. Okay, and this is the last topic, excretion. Okay, so first of all we have to define what is excretion. Okay, so what is actually excretion? It is in a simplest form, it is elimination or removal of metabolic waste product from our body. Okay, so what are the metabolic waste products? First of all we should know. Okay, so these metabolic waste products are in the three forms mainly present. Okay, so in the form of nitrogenous compounds, okay, like ammonia, urea and uric acid. Okay, and second thing is CO2 and H2. These are also metabolic waste product. Okay, and it needs removal, elimination from our body. And excess salt and vitamins. Okay, so we'll discuss these two in later after this topic. Okay, so what type in that we will discuss accessory and necessary excretory organs. Okay, like I'm giving one example: skin, lungs. Okay, these are all excretory organs. Okay, clear? But these are not necessary. These are accessory excretory organ. So here we are discussing nitrogenous compound. Okay, based on their nitrogenous waste. Okay, there are three type of organism. Okay, first is ammonotelic, second is ureotelic, and third is uricotelic. Okay, so first of all we have to define what is ammonotelic organism. Okay, already it's a name showing ammonia. Okay, in the form of ammonia. Those organisms who excrete their nitrogenous waste product in the form of ammonia are known as ammonotelic. So which type of organism they excrete? Because ammonia is highly toxic, we know. Okay, so aquatic or animals. Okay, ammonia require plenty of water. Okay, to why it require plenty of water? To make it dilute. Okay, to neutralize its toxicity. Okay, so aquatic animals, okay, they excrete their nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Okay, and the second thing is ureotelic. Okay, second term, ureotelic in the form of urea. Okay, so mammals including human beings, they excrete their nitrogen waste in the form of urea. Urea require moderate amount of water. Okay, not so much and not very less. Okay, so in the form of urea mammals excrete their what metabolic waste. Uricotelic, it means uric form, in the form of uric acid. Okay, so those organisms excrete their nitrogen waste in the form of uric acid. Okay, and uric acid is less toxic. Okay, if we compare with these two. Okay, so it is less toxic. Okay, so it requires few drops of water for its removal, or it neutralizes toxicity. Okay, so which type of organism? Birds and reptiles. Okay, students, note down, these are very important point. Okay, for your examination point of view. Now one important thing, sometimes students heard egation, excretion, they get confused. Okay, they get confused difference between excretion and egation. Sometimes if excretion is asked in the examination, they write the definition of egation, and sometimes egation they write the definition of excretion. So never confuse. Okay, so there's a difference, okay, between excretion and egation. Okay, egation is what? Egation is the removal or expulsion of indigestible, okay, indigestible waste product, food products. Okay, and it is related with the part of alimentary canal. Okay, in this which type of organ is involved? Anus. Okay, see already it is written anus is involved in process of egation. Okay, while in the process of excretion is totally different. Okay, excretion is what? It is a removal or elimination. It also involves removal and elimination, but removal and elimination of what a product? It is the metabolic waste products. Okay, and human body, there is a main excretory organ is what? kidney, and that is related with the excretory system. So I hope so all our students, you will never confuse, okay, after this, okay, after this video, okay. Excretion and egation, there is a difference between excretion and egation. Clear? Okay, I hope so all of you understood, okay. Kidney is a part of excretory system and anus is a part of human alimentary canal, human digestive system, okay. Now students, all of you come here, okay. Excretion in unicellular organism. How excretion occur in unicellular? Unicellular means single cell organism, amoeba and paramecium, okay, you know. So how they excrete their metabolic waste, okay. So through contractile vacuole, okay, contractile vacuole, through that they also maintain their water, okay, water balance, okay now, and they excrete their metabolic waste. And excretion in multicellular organism. How excretion occur in multicellular organism? Okay, it's very important thing. So multicellular, we start from flatworms. Flatworms, these all terms I think you have studied in class 9 in chapter animal diversity. If you are just getting confused, then you have to go once more study, okay, for that chapter, animal diversity, class 9, okay. So flatworms, platyhelminths, phylum platyhelminths. So in that, which type of organs are for excretion? That is phloem cells. These are actually structures, okay. It is not the well developed organ like us, okay, kidney. It is small structures, okay, phloem cells, okay. And one important thing, flatworms, okay. In this flatworms, first time excretory structures has developed, okay, first time has evolved. Sometime this question okay is okay, it will ask or is asked, okay, like which organism first time excretory structure appeared, okay, so your answer will be flatworms, phylum platyhelminths, okay. So this is also known as protonephridium, okay. Second thing is annelids, okay. Second term is annelids. Annelids we know, phylum annelids, example earthworm, okay. So in this, nephridia is the excretory organ, clear. And the third is crustacean. Crustacean, this belong to phylum Arthropoda, okay. So crustacean, crab and prawns are there, okay. Crustacean, in this green glands is the excretory organ, okay. Next is insect. In insect, this is a very important chart, okay. All of you students, you mark down, you can note down, you can take a screenshot, okay. So insect Malpighian tubules are there, okay, for excretion. And finally the chordates, including us, okay. What type of organ are there? That is the kidney, main. Now students, this is a flow chart of excretory organs, okay. As I told you, I will discuss accessory and necessary excretory organs, okay. So in human, these are categorized into two parts, okay, excretory organs. Accessory. So what are the accessory excretory organs? These are excretory organs that contribute a minor quantity of excretion, okay. And these necessary excretory organs that involve urinary system, okay, it plays what significant role in excretion, or you can say major role plays by these necessary organs, excretory organs, okay. So this is urinary system or excretory system in human. We'll discuss after this, okay. So first of all, accessory organs, okay. What are these accessory organs, excretory organs, okay, in our human body that play a like minor role in what contribution wise in excretion. So first thing is lungs, okay. Lungs, it is also known as excretory organ, okay. Basically it is related with the respiratory system, okay. In that it is a vital organ, okay. And this is the difference, okay, I'm telling. So you note down, student, as an excretory organ it play a what less important role, but as a respiratory organ this is very important, okay. This is a vital organ, lungs, okay. It eliminates CO2 from blood, okay. In such manner it act as a what excretory organ. Second thing is liver. liver. It is a part of human alimentary canal, okay, human digestive system. So here also it play a excretory organ. How it plays a excretory organ? It breaks protein. Okay, we know protein is a complex substance. Okay, it breaks protein to form urea and uric acid. Okay, and the third is skin. It removes excess salt, water, urea and uric acid. Okay, so whatever the excess amount of water, salt, okay, that is not required for body. Okay, so that is eliminated through skin. So these are accessory organs. One important thing is similarity between lungs and kidney. This is very important question, okay, for examination point of view. So all of you students mark down. This is a type of question, interlinked question. Okay, in examination, board exam, such type of questions definitely will be, okay, interlinked. Okay, topic in chapter there are different topics. So topic to topic, how the interlinked question are there. Okay, so this is one of the example of interlinked questions. Okay, which two topic involved in this. Okay, one is respiratory system and this belong to the excretory system. So this is the question merged between respiratory as well as excretory system. So students, very important. So function wise how it is similar, structure wise also these are similar. So how function wise, lungs, what is the function of lung? Lung, it removes CO2 from blood. Okay, so in such manner it purifies blood. And in the other case, in kidney, okay, it also purify the blood. Okay, it filter the blood. How? It removes nitrogenous waste. Okay, we'll discuss the function of kidney. It is nephron. Okay, in urine formation mechanism after this. Okay, so kidneys, it eliminates nitrogenous waste from blood. So in such manner it it purifies, it filters blood. Okay, so lungs in such manner, in different types, CO2 it eliminates and kidney it eliminates nitrogenous waste. Both purify the blood. Okay, how structure wise it is similar? If you see the respiratory system, okay, system diagram. So if you see lungs, inside lungs there are millions of alveoli also present, like cluster form. Okay, so actual site of gaseous exchange is that alveoli. Okay, so in such manner this is similar, because in kidney if you see millions of nephron are there, and that is the filtration unit. So here respiratory unit is alveoli and here the filtration unit is what? That is nephron. So in such manner also these are similar by structure wise, and function wise already it is written. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood. Okay, so now students come in this topic. Okay, this is human excretory system. This is a well leveled, this is a diagram. Okay, it is given here. I will label, okay, one by one according to mention name. Okay, so first of all, the human excretory system. What are the different organs involved in human excretory system? Okay, so in this, first of all, when we discuss excretory system human, so a pair of kidney. This is a very important very important main excretory organ. Okay, in human body. Okay, and the next is a pair of ureter. Okay, how many ureter present in our body? A pair, two. There are two number. Okay, there are two number of ureter, and a urinary bladder, single urinary bladder is there in excretory system, not two. Okay, so remember that. Remember this, urinary bladder is single, and then urethra. Okay, so I will label here. All of you see. This is what? This is aorta. This is aorta, and this is what? This is vena cava. Okay, vena cava. I think all of you are observing this. Okay, this is vena cava, and these are kidneys. Okay, these are kidneys. Okay, so you can see in diagram. This is the right portion. Okay, this one is the right portion. So right kidney is slightly lower in position. Okay, right kidney is slightly lower in position than the left kidney. So what is the reason? The reason is that just above there is a presence of liver, okay, that is a part of digestive system. So a heavy lobe of liver just push down this kidney, so that's why it is tilted downward, okay, right kidney, because of presence of liver above that, okay. So, and one important thing you can see here, this is the small dark area on the top of that. This is what? This is adrenal gland, okay. These are adrenal gland. Clear? Okay. Now, all of you see here, this red aorta, okay, it is red, it is marked, okay, red color. So aorta, okay, it brings what? It brings oxygenated blood, okay, from where? From heart to kidney, okay. So so it is aorta, again it is branched into renal artery. So this is what? Renal artery. I think all of you are observing this one, okay. Renal artery, okay. It brings what is the function of renal artery? Renal artery brings oxygenated blood from heart to the kidney, okay. Why we use term renal? Renal for kidney, okay, I will tell you, okay. And then is blue color, this one vena cava, okay, and this is okay, here this is what? Renal vein. What is the function of renal vein? The main function of renal vein, it brings blood from where? From kidney to heart, okay. It carry out blood from the kidney to the heart, that is deoxygenated blood, okay. Okay, after filtration oxygen is utilized by the nephron, okay. So it has what? Deoxygenated. So deoxygenated blood again it is carried by what? Renal vein, and through vena cava it will reach to the where? In the heart. Which chamber? Right auricle, okay. Why? For the further purification, okay. So renal vein, this one, and this is these two pair form, okay. These are kidneys, and this is a urinary bladder. Urinary bladder, and this is the last somewhat tubular structure. This is a urethra, okay. So I hope so all of you just you are observing this diagram and you are understanding, okay. These are the different excretory organs, okay, different parts of a human excretory system or urinary system, okay, in human, okay. So one by one we'll discuss, okay. First of all, this diagram, okay, this diagram consists of pair of kidney, okay. That important thing is what? Pair of kidney. And pair of kidney, okay, kidney we know it is like bean shaped structure, okay, and it is dark brown in color, okay, and it is situated in the abdominal cavity, okay. And you can see here it is on the top portion, there is a presence of adrenal glands, okay. That's why sometimes adrenal gland also known as suprarenal gland. Supra means superior position, renal means kidney. It is always situated on the top of the kidney. That's why named as suprarenal gland, okay. And you can see these are the tubular structure, two tubular structure you can see. Red color, this is the aorta, and blue color we have denoted, that is the vena cava, okay. So here there are two types of, okay, renal artery and renal vein. In students, note down, it is very important thing, renal artery and renal vein. So what is the function of renal artery and renal vein? Renal artery is nothing, it is divided, it is branched from the aorta, okay. So renal artery, what is the main function of renal artery? It brings the blood, okay, from heart to the kidney, okay. and it brings oxygenated blood, or we know artery carries oxygenated blood. Okay, so it pour this blood in this kidneys. Okay, in the nephron, because in kidney there are million of nephron. We'll discuss, okay, after this topic. Okay, so then after filtration, for filtration of what urine, the filtration of blood, okay, sorry, blood, it requires what, oxygen. Okay, so oxygen blood, oxygen consumed. Filtration require oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is consumed by the blood during filtration. Okay, filtration process. Okay, so now blood has become what, deoxygenated blood. Okay, and that contains bigger molecules like protein and some useful substance, and that is again it has collected through from to whom, that is collected through by renal vein, and it is again joined with the where, that is the vena cava, and it has to again go back to the heart. In the which chamber? It is the right auricle. Okay, so this is the process. Okay, now so this is for the like renal artery and renal vein function. What are the function of renal vein and renal artery? Is very important. You all of you students mark down. Renal vein always carry blood from heart to the kidney. Okay, renal artery. Okay, always you remember that renal artery carries blood from the heart to the kidney, and renal vein just reverse it, collect blood from the kidney, and it has to reach in the heart. Okay, so now after that you can see these are the tubular structure. These are pair form. These are the ureters. Okay, ureters actually carry urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. So this is the medium. Okay, one medium is here. It carry urine from kidney to the urinary bladder. Clear? Yeah. And these are, and in this urine flow, how it occurs? Through peristalsis movement. Okay, through peristalsis movement involved here for the flow of urine in this ureters. Okay, and now all of you see here, these are a pear-shaped structure. Okay, bag-like a structure, muscular bag-like. This is known as urinary bladder. What is the function of urinary bladder? It stores urine. Okay, and finally stored urine it has to remove. Okay, so there is a tubular structure here. This is urethra. So through urethra urine is removed out from our body. Okay, this removal through this pathway. Okay, and then when we remove urine, when urinary bladder it is fully completely filled by the urine, so it gives signal to the CNS. Okay, central nervous system, and once central nervous system gives instruction, immediately directly you just remove this urine. Okay, without wastage of time. So we can't control urine. Okay, at that time urination occur. Okay, so through urethra there is a urination. Okay, the urine will remove out. Okay, through urethra. So this is the whole excretory system in human. I hope so all of yeah, you can understand. Okay, this is a very simple diagram, this one. Okay. Okay, so in this session I think students we have completed excretory system in human. Okay, so and the next video I will discuss the structure of nephron. Okay, in one kidney there are millions of nephron are there, and nephron is the structure and function unit of kidney. Okay, how they help in urine formation mechanism, how they act as a white filtration unit. With these all things we will discuss in the next video. Okay, then thank you, take care, bye.